here to show you how school might look just a little bit different to begin this year. This is how we will do drop-off. Students will hop out of their vehicle as the parents drop them off and come through the door. As they come through the door, they'll be able to see if there's other students together with their families, and they can stand on the marked spots until the next family moves on through the temperature check station. So right now we have our first family coming through. Good morning. And they can stay together as a family as they go to their designated spot. So if you have little brothers, you might turn around and make sure that they're joining you, because this will be new, especially for the little ones. And there's already one family here, so they're going to go ahead and proceed to the temperature check station. And if they get the okay, then they go ahead and just simply do the hand sanitizer and walk on in. Then the next family can go ahead and proceed. And that's how we will do the drop-off procedure. Good job. When your student enters after having their temperature checked, they'll come into the parish hall just like they've always done. Students will sit with their classmates. One thing that'll be different this year is you'll notice they're going to be sitting at tables with chairs. This will also be where they will have lunch with their classmates this year. This is time that your students can still talk and socialize with their classmates. They'll keep their masks on. When it comes lunchtime, your student will be able to take off their mask and place it in those white paper sacks that you see. That way their mask can stay clean and ready for after lunch. When students come in the morning, before they leave with their teacher, if they have a sack lunch, they'll leave their sack lunch at their seat. Alright, so the classroom is going to look a little bit different this school year. You may notice some things have been removed in order for us to allow for distancing. But overall, the classroom looks pretty much like we would set them up when we do our state testing. Students will all still be grouped together and allow for spacing, but it will also allow for students to be able to turn and still talk and engage with their classmates as well as their teacher. When students enter the classroom in the morning, after dropping their things at their desk, they will go and clean their hands again. This could be done in the classroom by washing your hands at the sink with soap and water, or going to a hand pump somewhere in the classroom. This will look different in each classroom based on what they have available. We'll also take time throughout the day to make sure to sanitize our hands regularly, about once every hour. Throughout the day, we'll also make sure to take mask breaks. During this time, students would be allowed to have drinks of water as well as a snack. During a mask break, students would remove their mask and place it in a bag that will be attached to their desk. This is so that they can find their mask quickly after the mask break, as well as so it keeps it clean during that time. One other big difference during this school year is that the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade teachers will be rotating, while the students will remain here in their classrooms with their classmates. At the end of the day, students will pack up just as they normally do, taking home their homework, their mask, and their water bottles. Water bottles will be extremely important this school year as our water fountains will not be on, but we will have water bottle filling stations. So I definitely recommend you bring your water bottle home and make sure you bring it back to school the next day. Masks are good to take home to get cleaned regularly because we'll be wearing them for such a long period of time throughout the day. The moisture does build up and you're going to want to get those cleaned. Don't worry though if your child does forget a mask on occasion, or if you have something that happens to your mask throughout the day. Teachers are supplied with some easy disposable masks that they could borrow for the day. All right, guys, have a great day. At the end of the day, dismissal will look pretty similar. Students will come out to the hallways to gather their things from their hooks and wait for the class bells to ring. Students will be exiting out of separate doors in order to help maintain some spacing and distancing. Once outside, students will gather with their classmates and their teacher. This is going to look very similar to what it did for school supply pickup and drop-off during our remote learning time. We'll start with 6th grade out near the trash cans out by the end of the sidewalk, and we'll work our way around towards kindergarten at the other end of the sidewalk. Kids Campus will pick up underneath the overhang at the very front of the building. Now when you enter in the parking lot, you're going to come in off of Sonora. This is going to be backwards from what we normally did. You'll come off of Sonora, up the parking lot, and we're going to start with 6th grade first. You'll then go through the line and pick up your child at each grade level, ending with kindergarten. Again, this is backwards from what we've done before, so parents, please make sure you pay attention to our example of what this will look like. Once you've picked up your child, you may exit the line and leave, but please stay in the line if you have other students to pick up. They will not be gathering together, they will remain with their class.